morning. Welcome back to Good Morning Marketers. Today we are here with Account Manager Mike and Public Relations Coordinator Christina. Mike and Christina are here to share their thoughts on how to create a social media strategy for your company and organization and why it's important. Welcome to the show, guys.
Good morning.
It's great to be here.
Christina, why is everyone talking about social media marketing?
Communicators are talking about social media marketing because millions of users are flocking to these online destinations. Social media sites are based on user-generated content and conversation. Word-of-mouth marketing is a very powerful tool, so communicators are interested in engaging these online communities as possible brand advocates and as well being able to learn a little bit more about their consumer.
What does the company need to understand before using social media?
Before getting into a social media strategy, you want to really assess the different platforms within social media. Not every one is going to be right for every company. Really find out where your customers are communicating, what type of things they're interested in, and then start to analyze the social media platform as well to see if it's an effective tool and if it's something that you can spend the time to keep updating.
What are the important features of a social media strategy?
When you're developing your social media strategy, you're going to want to create a good foundation. There are a couple questions that you can ask yourself before beginning to help you decide what you're dealing with. You should ask yourself, do I clearly understand the objectives of this platform? Is my target audience communicating in this platform? Do we have a person or a team that can dedicate the time to maintaining the social media presence? And lastly, do we have time every day to be checking for new comments, posts, or questions? Once you've figured out how much time you're going to spend and who's going to be implementing your strategy, you should start by deciding on some key messages and points. By giving yourself an outline of what you want to say on the networks, it'll make communicating a little bit easier. You're also going to want to integrate your offline campaigns and your traditional marketing messages into your social media presence. And lastly, you'll want to set some goals and benchmarks for yourself to help you see how successful your campaign is.
Why is it important to develop a strategy?
It's important to have a good strategy with social media, just like any other marketing tactic, and to make sure that those goals and those strategies really relate to each other so that your customers have a consistent experience with your brand and with your message, whether it's online, offline, or with your social media tactics. Once you have those social media tactics in place, it's also a good idea to constantly revisit them so that you can ensure that your customers are getting what they need out of it, and if the community has begun to evolve or change, that you can change with it and that you don't stay stagnant. And lastly, once you have these tactics in place, make sure that you're constantly revisiting them to make sure that they meet your organizational goals, that you can look at a way to measure them from an investment standpoint and see how they begin to impact and grow your business on a larger scale, again, in conjunction with your other marketing pieces.
What are some examples of integrating your social media strategy with your traditional promotions?
Social media profiles can greatly impact your company's mission when they work hand in hand with all of your traditional marketing efforts. Some ways that you can integrate your social media presence into your offline efforts are by printing your web addresses on printed pieces like brochures, postcards, or your business card. You can use advertising materials such as your commercials and post them to your social pages. And you can also create an ad or contest that drives users to your social media page.
Thanks, Mike and Christina, for joining us on Good Morning Marketers today to discuss social media strategy. To learn more about these topics, join us on Twitter @ThunderTech or read our blog at chatter.thundertech.com. Stay tuned for next month's Good Morning Marketers when we explore online video. You have to do something funny for the blooper reel, though. So you
I'm going to do like big hand motions.
Talk casually, and yeah, definitely agree with that.
And then
Little
here.
ROI action.
Yeah, we need a little
Roy.
ROI measurement goal.
We need some Roy.
Roy G. Biv.
Yeah.
Try not to make any facial movements.
I will-
Just go over, just move.